We live? That was the biggest drum roll ever. We are live! Guys, welcome back to yet another live workout. I'm so freaking pumped for today. This is our last live workout of the week, and that makes me sad, but it also makes me like determined to kill this workout with you. So today we're doing upper body, arms, and core. We're going into the waist. We are going to work all 4 layers of the core, and I can guarantee you it's going to burn. All you need is a set of weights. If you've got them, if you haven't got these, just grab water bottles or anything you can get your hands on. We have 4 circuits, 10 minutes each, and then straight after that we're going into a live Q&A with a physiotherapist, and her name is Lilly, me. There you go. Alex is like, cringe. But yeah, basically I'm going to be waiting around at the end and answering any questions on form, on physio tips, or anything like that that you girls have, and guys, sorry, girls and guys. Okay, first circuit today is actually going to be core. Quickly let me know if you did the finisher yesterday. If you did the core abs finisher yesterday, you will know how much it burn. I think that was the hardest waist workout I've ever done in my life, and that's no exaggeration. So shout yes if you did that finisher yesterday. This is going to be relatively similar. So the first 10 minutes we are going in on your core, but we're going to kind of grade it. So it's going to start off here, then it's going to get harder as we go along. Beginners, I will always give you modifications. We have 15 seconds until we go. We're starting off with something really nice and simple. Spread the butt cheeks for me. We're doing a full roll up, roll down. So you're sitting on those butt cheeks, going in 15 seconds, guys, and all we're going to literally do is completely flop the body down as we lower all the way down, and then we're going to come all the way up as well. Okay? Really nice and simple. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Slow. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and next. Up. 8, 7, 6, 5, it's hard. 4, 3, 2, now double the pace. 4, 3, 2, and 1, up.
Come a little bit closer, yeah.
And down.
So all my ladies who got a brother that doesn't treat them right, put your finger right in his face and tell that man bye-bye. I'm
and down.
I'm too fly.
And up. 4, 3, 2, now hold. Hold the spiking point. Hold by the feet.
You get mad every time you lose.
Good. Flex the feet. In 10 seconds, we lift up lower.
Come a little bit closer.
Beginners, if you need 2 hands behind you, pull tight. 3, find the feet. 1, flex the foot.
In the back of my mind, there's someone waiting on it.
Good work. Find that feet, guys. 3, enjoy the back. This is really gonna hurt, but you are gonna thank me afterwards, okay? I don't mind if you swear through it, but after you will be smiling. 1 leg.
Ladies who got a brother that doesn't treat them right, put your finger right in his face and tell the man bye-bye. I'm too
4,
fly.
3,
I'm too
2,
fly.
and 10. Let's go.
Bye-bye.
Good. Breathe out. Breathe. And go.
Here's to the memory.
Finish it up. 4,
Cheers to
3, 2, and 1. Now hold. If you want to lie down, if you can hold.
I'm glad that's what you believe.
Okay, now you're gonna slide the legs
All
up,
my
2,
ladies who
straight,
got a brother that
slide,
doesn't treat them right.
slide, push. Slide, beginners, you're here, okay? Slide, push. Good work.
To fly. Bye-bye, bye-bye.
Breathe. Relax those shoulders. Come on. Push. Straighten. Dig with that heel. Push away. Good work, guys. You're absolutely killing it. In 4, in 3, in 2. Now hold. Lift, lower. Lift, lower. Just a few seconds left. Breathe. Breathe, breathe, breathe. One more for me. One more. What a nice warm up, hey? Lying all the way down, guys. Okay, we're now going to go with a reverse crunch at an angle. We did this yesterday. Cross the legs over, okay? As you come up, you rotate to the side and then down, okay? So rotate to the left and down. Beginners. Just literally come here, support the back, mini crunch, and down. Everyone else, you're rotating. You can do it, guys. Keep going for me.
Now I'm so tired of hearing all your stories about the drunk guys bragging in the glory.
Come on, really crunch those abs. Pull those stomach muscles in nice and tight. And breathe. You got this, guys. Good work. Going on to the other side. This time it is left leg over right. As you come up, you rotate, twist your body to the right, okay? Beginners, again, you're just going to repeat, but this time, you're going to try and tap one leg down as you come back, okay? Beginners, you're here. Everyone else, you're here.
Sometimes you get under my skin like a lover, and sometimes you don't wanna come back 'cause you'd rather stay out with another.
Control that movement.
Strangers and make out spontaneously. Oh, I'm so tired of hearing all your stories.
Breathe, guys. Come on. Under 15 seconds left. Great work, guys. Wow, that one burns, right? Okay, hands in a diamond shape. Again, underneath the small of the back. What I want you to do this time is open, close as you lower down, okay? All the way down. Now, beginners, you just keep your legs high. Beginners, you stay up here. Pull the core in tight. Everyone else down and up. Come on, all the way down, nice and low, guys. Keep pushing. Keep looking forward. Push, push, push. Okay, now hold. 8, 7, 6, 5. Good work. Keep the hands there because we're going straight back in there. Okay, don't get too comfortable, it's gonna hurt. Okay, we are doing 8 flutter kicks, 8 heel taps, okay? We've got this. Beginners, all you do is you just literally come up here. Everyone else, you're down here. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, now down and up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we come to the right. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3 to the center. 8, 7, 5, 3, 2 now to the left. Let's go. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, heel tap. Let's go. 8, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Woo! Well done, guys. Okay, your hands are going back into that same position underneath the small of the back. We're now basically drawing a circle with our legs. So what we're going to do is push out with the heels, lift up, and then come round. Push out, lift up, and round. Beginners, one leg. I'll tell you when to change sides. Good work. Come on, push it. Burn those abs. Really pushing into that core. Okay, beginners, changing sides. Otherwise, both legs. 1, and hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and hold. Beginners, we're here. I'll tell you when to change sides. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and hold. Beginners, change legs. Come on, keep pushing.
If I'm feeling dessert, all of this convenience just doesn't work for me.
10 seconds, guys.
Let me get hurt.
5 seconds. How was that, Ben? How crazy is that that was just the warm-up? But great, I loved it. It's like the most addictive burn. That sounds really, really weird, but you know what I mean. Quickly let me know, guys, out of 10, how your core's feeling. Personally, I think that was tough, but I think you got a lot more in you. But you, let me know. Let me know, be honest, okay? This isn't a competition. I just want to let you, basically you to let me know. Why can I not get my words out today? Oh, how you're feeling. Okay, next up, arms. We're gonna be going in 15 seconds. This is gonna hurt, okay? We have 15 seconds off in between. You have the option of taking the 15 seconds off, or if you want to, you can literally just drop your arms down, have a little shake out, and then go back in. Beginners, you can do all of these without weights, okay? How's everyone feeling out of 10? Hoping.
Tamara's a 4, Cheryle's a 7, Erin's
Tamara,
a 6.
you've been doing my workouts for a
Cassian's
long
a
time,
4,
that's why.
Era's a 6, Corey's
Going in
a
5
6,
seconds.
Mama is a 5.
Around a 5-6 is a good amount. Tamara, you are an animal in a good way. Okay, just pumping those arms up and down, guys. Really nice and strong through the core at a 45-degree angle, small little pumps. Good, enjoy that burn. And as I said, during the 15 seconds, if you want to keep them holding or follow me, of course you can. Find that beat. Let's go. Up, 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 up. Good work. Amazing, guys. Feel that burn. 15 seconds. Core tight. Good. Keep pushing. 10, 9, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. If you want to, just hold those weights up. Alex, how many likes have we got in comparison to how many people we got viewing? Hold. Hold.
300 likes.
Guys, if you wouldn't mind smashing the like button, I would really appreciate it. Out to 90 degrees. Up, 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 up. When the beat drops, double the pace. 4, 3, 2, let's go. Good work, guys. Feel that burn. Come on. Push, push, push. This is really going to hurt, isn't it? Good work. Beginners, no weight. But we're really working the shoulders and the arms. Shoulders away from the ears. 20 seconds. Woo. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I love the burn. 10 seconds, guys. Keep pushing. 8, 7, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold. 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 Beginners, if it's too much, you can just hold without a weight or drop down. This is your rest. It's up to you, okay? 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's go. Up, up, lower. Up, up, lower. It's fast, slow. Good work. Up, up, lower. Amazing, guys. Push. Feel that burn. Enjoy that burn. In 4, in 3, in 2, both arms. Let's go. Press, lower. Press, lower. 12 seconds. Good work. Feel that burn. Push it, push it.
Thought you really loved me. Guess I was wrong.
Amazing work. Oh, wow. I'm dropping my arms down. Okay, we're now going for around the world. I want the palms facing forward. You're going to come all the way up. I really want you to concentrate on trying to keep that rib cage down. So not kind of arching through here, okay? Rib cage tight. No overarching through the lower back. No weights for beginners, okay? Follow the beat. 4, 3, 2, let's go. Up, 3, 2, 1. Lower, 3, Okay, now we go half the pace. Let's go. 8, 7, 6. It's harder. 4, 3, 2. Slow. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. If you want an extra burn, hold those arms up, okay? We're going to be punching forward, then we're going to be punching up. 8 and 8. Get yourselves ready. 3, 2, arms up. Let's go. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, and up. Let's go.
When we started dating, I was surprised.
And forward.
Felt so elevating, too easy at times.
And up.
All of a sudden,
4, 3, 2, and forward.
Just a lie.
And up.
Don't you have a conscience?
Good. Core tight. Halfway.
Acting like a monster.
Okay, now just keep punching up. Let's go. Up, up, up. 12 seconds all the way through. Keep pushing. Come on, enjoy that burn. Push it, push it, push it. 5, 4. And we're done. Woo! Well done, guys. We're going into a bicep curl. From the bicep curl, we're going to press up, come back round, and lower down, okay? Squeeze those shoulder blades. 4, 3, 2, let's go. So it's bicep curl, press, lower, release. Good work. Come on, guys, keep that burn on. Good work, guys. Keep pushing. 15 seconds. 10 seconds. All the way, all the way. 4, 3, 2. Now if you can, just tiny pump. 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 Otherwise have a break, guys. It's up to you. Next up is a front raise. 5, 4, 3, 2. Up, up, lower halfway. Up, up, lower halfway. Let's go. Up, pulse. Up, pulse. Come on, feel that burn, enjoy that burn. Good work. Now hold at the top, place the hands together, twist, 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 all the way to the end. Good. Woo! Keep going, guys, you can do it. Twist, 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 twist. 3, 2, 1. Now hold, 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 hold. We got a new one coming up next, guys. Keep holding, feel that burn. You've got this. We're going for an L shape next. As you come up, the other arm comes out to the side. You then draw in, palm facing downwards to the side. Reach in, reach. Try and make it nice and smooth. Good. Oh, it hurts. Good work. Reach in. Good work. We're going to go double the pace in 4. In 3, it's going to hurt. In 2. And 1, double the pace. Let's go. Punch, punch. Oh, yeah. 5, 4, keep going. 3, 2, and 1. Woo! Coming up into standing or on your knees, guys. We're going to go with back now, okay? Into a tricep extension. We've got this, then we're supersetting into another tricep exercise. So it's row, extend, bend, slowly lower. Good, when the beat drops, you probably already know. We're gonna go double the pace. In 4, in 3, in 2. Let's go. 1, 2. Hold it straight. always, core tight. Push, push, push. 3, 2. Now if you can, hold. Hold. Next up is tricep dips. Hold a little bit higher. In 4, 3, 2. Down onto the mat. Remember, beginners, you can rest during those breaks if you want. Fingertips facing forward. Lift them up. Just hold to start off with. 4, 3. Bend through the elbows. So it's bend, lift, bend, lift. Make sure your elbows are bending, guys. We're not just from here, okay? Come on, it's your last exercise. Push it. Push it. Really bend through those elbows. 20 seconds left.
Acting magnets, we are drawn to each other. You just know how to play.
Okay, now try and go double the pace.
Moved out of town and I
It hurts. 5 seconds. 4,
Still I find myself
3, 2,
and
and 1. Ooh, wow, to the triceps. Oh my gosh, come all the way down, guys. We're gonna be going now for some nice core. Again, quickly let me know how that felt. Remember, each circuit gets harder and harder. So we're now pretty much going in on the core. Again, 15 seconds off. Or if you're super advanced, of course, push yourself. Try and work through the 15 seconds. Have any numbers come in?
You got Taika is a 6. I'm just starting to come through.
My arms hurt, my triceps.
Yeah.
Also, guys, if you wouldn't mind smashing the thumbs up button, I'd really appreciate it. Okay, grab some weights.
Nassim is an 8.
If you can.
T is a 7. Valerie is an 8.
Good.
Mala is an 7.
Nice. Nice amount.
Is an 8.
Sounded so Australian then. Nice. Okay, we're starting off with hundreds, guys. Coming all the way down. I want you to grab your weights for me. Beginners, keep the legs down. Everyone else, the legs are up. Find the beat, pumping the arms up and down. Straighten the legs if you want to make it harder, okay? So it's pump, 2, 3, 4. It's fast. 1, 2, 3, 4.
I have a corded job, you can't ignore it.
Breath in,
I'm
2, 3, 4,
transforming now these
breath
cars
out.
and planes, I'm always bored.
In 4.
Just out touring down
In
in Charlotte
3.
like I play for Hornets.
In 2.
When I'm
Bend
performing,
the legs
never
in.
boring, now you
Straighten.
can't
Let's go.
afford it.
Straighten.
Champagne,
In.
period. Finish frames on my face, looking like I'm from the D. These no Cartiers, pockets deep, 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 bro. I can make it in my seat, bro. Do you and do me, bro. Making noise, use a beat, bro. I press the button and the doors go off like, that money clip was not enough.
Keep going if you're super advanced. Going all the way, okay? Everyone else, drop down. I now want you to come into an oblique twist. From here, this leg is going to be doing the work, okay? In, straighten. Oh my gosh, I paused it. Okay, from there. 3, 2, sorry Alex. 1, let's go. Straighten, lift,
Thought I never make it like no way.
in.
I'm the real deal, no role play. My
Beginners,
niggas
you're here, okay? Leg down.
Young Rose, eat me the shooter, that's cocaine. Never go to deals, that's rose. Got no
Everyone else, leg up.
Okay, this the new tell her read it. Been the one since the fetus. Don't sleep on me, therapeutic. That's a no, no, no. Spending dope for no reason. Got a ball head, Mr. Clean. Got the big bags
3,
overseas.
2, now hold it straight. Come up, up, breathe. 10 seconds. Feel that burn, enjoy that burn. 5. Going on to the other side, guys. We've got this. So really rotating the body. Remember, beginners, this leg is down and you're working from here across. Everyone else, the leg is up. Let's go. Bend, straighten, lift, lower.
Said I got style for you. Ain't seen you at the top, it's been a while for you. Big you up and they look down on you. Take one loss, no one's around for you. I won't stop, no, 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 no. I won't stop, I won't stop. I won't stop, no, 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 no. I won't stop.
4, 3,
I'm so
2,
handsy.
hold it straight.
All in comments of my days and I'm so fancy.
10 seconds.
No romancing. Got my baby and she right, she make you vanish. No time to play work dates. Had a plan, only had to wait.
And one. Woo! Hands in a diamond shape, guys. Underneath the small of the back. You're now going to be drawing a figure of 8 with the legs. So you come round, you go down, back round, and up. Go at your own pace with this, guys. And beginners just start off super small at the top, okay? At your own pace, a figure of 8. So you're here. Can they see me from in front, Alex? If I do this. So figure of 8. Good work. 4.
Never panic. Get away, send it up and then advantage.
2.
I can't stand this.
Now hold. Hold.
See you scrambling.
12 seconds. Hold as low as you can.
No weakness.
Hold.
Used to say I wouldn't beat this.
Hold.
Now they wish they could beat this.
5.
Tables setting, now tables turn.
4.
God's plan, don't say a word.
3.
Know the price
2.
cause I know my worth.
1.
My time,
Advance. Stay there.
Trendsetter.
Stay there, advance. Everyone else coming down. Next up, advance, still hold, okay? But when you're coming up, clapping, hovering the leg, okay? Let's go. So it's clap, lower.
I won't stop, no, 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 no. I won't stop, I won't stop. I won't stop, no, 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 no. I won't stop, won't stop.
4, 3, 2, change sides.
Pick it up,
Let's go.
pick it up. You see the drip, yeah, I'm fitted up. Hop in my car and get it up. Secure the bag, yeah, I get the bus. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. You see the drip, yeah, I'm fitted up. Hop in my car and get it up. Secure the
Go,
bag, yeah, I
guys.
get the bus.
Keep pushing. You still got 4 more.
I've been on the Flexors, Flexors.
3,
Hood all in your eardrum.
2,
I ain't never scared like
straight up
Boy.
into sitting. Grab your weight. We're going to be going with feed throughs, guys. Beginners, copy me. If you can, I want the legs up as you feed through. Let's go. Feet, feet, feet. Beginners, you're here. Lift, lift. Try and keep the legs in hover if you can, guys, okay? If you can, those legs stay up and the core's really tight. No overarching, okay? Feet, feet, feet. So none of this. Core tight.
Pick it up. You see the drip, yeah, I'm fitted up. Hop in my
Come on,
car,
guys.
get it up.
Keep those legs in hover if you can. Beginners, follow me.
I'm a real one of my day ones. Try to speak up,
Good
there ain't
work.
none. Try to dig good, there ain't none. I'm making money that's
Amazing. Keep pushing. Keep pushing.
New car.
3, 2, and 1. Guys, next up, it's like we're running with the legs. I want you to hold on to your weights and you're literally running the legs, okay? As you run, you're going to try and rush and twist as well. It's pretty tough on the core and the coordination. So start off just with the legs. If you want to make it a little bit harder from there, lift the arms up. Keep going. Beginners, you're just here, okay? 4, 3, 2, now try and rush and twist. Twist, center, twist, center. This hurts. This really hurts. Twist, center. 15 seconds.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Eso me pasa, mami.
Oh, wow. Did you feel that burn? I should have gone with the lighter weights. Okay, next up, we are going with some punches. We're going to make it a little bit harder than normal. Rather than just speed punching, we're going to lift one leg up into hover, punch across, okay? Really nice and fast. Beginners, of course, just stay here. Let's go. 1, 2, 1, 2. Good. Beginners, we're here. At halfway, we change legs. And if the inner thighs or the groins really hurting, opening up. 3, 2, and 1. Change legs. Come on, pull that core tight. keep the lower back flat. Beginners, just drop one leg down for stability and change legs at halfway.
Debajo de las sábanas nos
Come on, hold those arms strong. All the way. 3, 2, 1, and down. Okay, from here we go with a full sit-up. Punch the arms up to the sky, okay? So it's here, double punch, lower, double punch, then all the way down. Super advanced, straighten the legs.
Baby, it's 'cause we're young.
4, 3, 2,
and
one. Woo. That was your next core circuit complete. Okay, final circuit is actually going to be both upper body and core. I'm going to finish it off, okay? It is 10 minutes, but if you are now intermediate into advanced, I don't want you taking any breaks, okay? So even during those 15 seconds, I just want you to hold the exercise or carry on the exercise that you've done previously. You got this, 10 minutes, that's all. Let me know what numbers we're feeling. Have a quick sip of water. We're gonna start off in a plank, okay? So plank position, I want you to have one weight close to you, you only need one, and you're in a full plank. So literally, like so. You're gonna hold one weight and we're gonna row, okay? So we're working core and we're working arms here, particularly triceps.
Tomorrow
Okay.
is a 9.
Great.
Anna is a 7.
Great.
Montel's a 9. Amelia
Fantastic.
is a 8. Julie's a 10.
This is where I want you. Let's go. So it's row, down. Beginners, sorry, I should have shown you this before. Down onto your forearms, or even into a square position. Everyone else, I want you in that full plank. Row, lower. Row, lower. Double the pace. Row, lower. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Now just try and hold. 10, 9. Squeeze the shoulder blades. 3, 2, and 1. Okay, if you are advanced, hold a plank for me. Everyone else, just go down, all the way down. Enjoy your relax. Remember, no breaks for intermediate advanced. 4, 3, 2, back up. Off we go. Row, lower. Now remember, beginners, you're here. Lower. Row. Lower. Going in. 4. In 3. In 2. Double the pace. Let's go. Row. Lower. Come on. 10 seconds. Pull that core inside, guys. Keep pushing. 4. Now just hold for me. 10. Squeeze those shoulder blades. 3, 2, advance in probably know who you are. I probably know where you live, that is a lie, but it's 10 minutes of your life, okay? So don't give up on me. Forward, back, dip, up. 10 seconds. Okay, if you're advanced intermediate, hold the chin in front of the hands. Hold there, do not stop while I show you your next exercise, okay? You've done it before. You're going with a shoulder press into an internal rotation. Find the beat. Let's go. 1, 2, rotate up. Beginners, no weights. Rotate forward. 1, 2, 3, 4. Enjoy that burn. Come on, enjoy that burn. Guys, this is already number 4 of 10. 10 minutes of your life, okay? Come on, feel that burn. Enjoy that burn. I don't really want you being able to feel your arms tomorrow. When you pick up the kettle, I want it to hurt. That sounds so cruel. Okay, now you have a choice. If you're a beginner, you drop. You have to relax. Everyone else, fast pumps. Pump, pump, pump. You've got 10 seconds left. Okay, 5, keep going. 4, 3, next we're here. Let's go. Twist, twist, twist. So I'm always going to stop a few seconds early to demonstrate the next exercise. Beginners, just hands. It looks like nothing, but honestly, after a while, you're like, okay, okay, keep pushing. 1, 2, 1, 2. I'm just going to show you from behind. Keep going. I want the shoulder blades down and in. Okay, so squeezing those shoulder blades. No shoulders up here. Down and in. Keep pushing. Shoulder blades down and in. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. Good work. Beginners, you're dropping in 3, 2, 1. Beginners, drop. Advance. Pump up, 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 up. You know who you are. Keep going. Keep going. Next up is a double arm. So it's push, lift, lower, in. Push, lift, lower, let's go. Steady, okay? Come on, don't give up. I know it hurts. I know it hurts. Push, lift, lower, in 4, in 3, in 2, pushing out. Let's go. Punch, punch. Core tight, shoulders down, shoulder blades squeezed. Not much to think about. Push, push, push. Oh, it hurts. 4, 3, 2, advanced intermediate. It's 1, 2, 1, 2. Everyone else drop down. Beginners, drop down. Do not stop. Keep going. Next up, we're back into our triceps. 2, 3, 4. One of my favorites. Straight up. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Come on, feel that burn. Enjoy that burn. Squeeze. 8, 7, 6. Come on, really squeeze those shoulder blades. 4, 3, 2. Now turn the palms upwards. Pump, 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 pump. Really squeeze the shoulder blades, guys. Next up, we're into a plank, okay? In 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Advanced intermediate. Hold and squeeze. Everyone else, have a break. Next up, beginners on your knees. Down and up. Tap, tap. Otherwise, you're up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's go. Make it harder. 1, 2, 3, 4. Tap, forward, change sides. Beginners, literally just come down onto the knees, core tight, let's go. I'm just gonna show you from in front, guys. Hoping you can see, keep going. So the weight is bang in the middle, okay? Pick it up. At your own pace, come on. You've got one exercise left after this. Grab the heaviest weights you can get. Roll back, next exercise, boat hold, then we're done. Hold, 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 45 seconds. In 4, in 3, in 2, lift the legs. In 4, in 3, in 2, we're running the legs. Let's go. Arms up if you can. Come on, it's only 20 seconds. Dig deep. 5, 4, 3, 2, both legs straight. 10 seconds. 8, 7, push. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Woo! I don't know what's worse. I think it's my arms. My shoulders, I've said this before, girls, but honestly, and guys, if any guys are doing it, I'm so sorry. Guys, quickly let me know if there are any guys doing this right now, because actually, I know quite a few of my girls have forced their husbands, boyfriends to join in, dads, brothers. So if you're there, I'm so sorry I keep saying girls, that's not very nice of me. But my shoulders, like they feel like fire. Alex, quickly feel my shoulder. Is it actually really hot?
Yeah.
I told you! I don't know what it is, but it's the only body part that I train that actually physically gets hot. Do you know what I mean? Well, you girls and guys, just quickly feel your shoulders, because I get such a pump in my shoulders. I mean, I love it. But anyway, smashed it, guys. Absolutely smashed it. Now, what I would strongly recommend is that you actually do, thank you, yesterday's finisher again. The reason why, I know it's not part of the guide for this week to do it again today, but honestly, it's the hardest core workout I've ever filmed in my life. And that's saying something, and it's only 10 minutes long, but honestly, as I was doing it, I was like, oh shit, this really hurts. It's right there. That's the one that I recommend you do. That's what the thumbnail looks like. Hello, Teddy. It was uploaded yesterday. Teddy's brought his pumpkin to say season's greetings. That does not make sense whatsoever. But that's the, he thinks I'm playing now. That is the finisher I recommend you do. Please feel free to stay around now. We're going to be doing a quick Q&A. I'm going to get your questions come through. I didn't ask them in advance, so they're coming through here. We're also going to stretch a little bit while I answer your questions, because we need it, particularly after yesterday. And yeah, let's do this. Let's answer some questions. You can either do the finisher now and come back in 10 minutes, which I actually recommend you do, because I'm still going to be here in 10 minutes, or you can stick around if you did a workout before this anyway. My shoulders are on fire from Julia. Gracias from Teresa. Michelle, I think you were R-ing probably at Teddy, or R in pain, I don't know, but I think it was an R at Teddy. My child loves Teddy. That's from Farnaz. Okay, question time, exactly. So if you have any physio or form related questions, please chuck them through now. I guess a good place to start is, how long have you guys been following me, or subscribed, I should say, to our channel? It's not my channel, yours and I's channel. I know we've grown like a phenomenal amount in the last couple of months, last couple of weeks, so I'd love to know how long you've been around. For those of you who are new, you might not know I'm actually a physio, so my background is physiotherapy, and I used to work in professional football and also in the NHS, so I've worked private practice, Sport and the National Health Service in the UK as well. So that is why most of my workouts are like, I'm super based on form. I'm like really, really passionate about you getting the right form, and I'm going to tell you why. Of course, prevention of injury, of course. But more than that, or equally to that, I hate like workouts that aren't doing anything. I would far rather you do one of my 10-minute ab workouts that I know works all of your ab muscles than a personal trainer say to you, you need to do 500 sit-ups right now. It's just not going to work. And that's why I'm constantly correcting your form, giving beginner modifications, etc., etc. So we've still got a lot of you hanging around. Let's see what questions come through. I'm literally just going to pick them as we go along, because this is our last live of the week. Oh wow. Alex, do you maybe want to read some out?
They're coming in really
They're coming in hot and fast. Wow, okay. Yeah, maybe Alex, do you want to read some?
Yeah, I'll find one.
Okay, I'm going to start.
Quite a common one.
Mm-hmm.
Helen Ozil asked, hey Lily, my back hurts whilst doing abs. Do you have any recommendations?
Okay, I'm guessing you mean your lower back. That's normally what happens. The two areas of pain when you're training abs, particularly planks, but abs in general, are the neck and the lower back. And I have quite a few videos on this, don't I, on YouTube. So you can watch it for way more detail, but I'm going to give you a really quick little summary of why that might be. Is this a good camera position? I think it probably is. So everyone naturally, and this is what I do when I bring in a patient for assessment, I get them to just stand or lie in what we call their natural anatomical position. So for me, naturally, you can probably see I've got quite a big lordosis, so I've got quite a big arch in my back. For some people, naturally, they kind of fall into this position more. Some people are naturally really like this, okay? It doesn't matter what your natural anatomical position is. What matters is you have the ability to go from anterior to posterior pelvic tilt. So this is anterior, which you really don't need to know, but super overarched, huh?
Like that, yeah.
Yeah? And this is flat, so I can't get my fingers under at all. So this is basically tilted backwards, posterior. This is tilted forwards, anterior, okay? So I want you to have the ability to tilt your pelvis backwards and forwards. That's the first thing you should always practice before doing core workouts. Now, I've done a few where I teach you girls this, but when you're doing pretty much all of your ab exercises, particularly for beginners, when you're super advanced intermediate, you can be in neutral spine, but for beginners, you want to be in imprint, which is where your lower back is flat, where your pelvic floor is really engaged, and where your lower core is really engaged, which is all the way down in your knicker line, your brief line, okay? So keeping the core nice and tight. What tends to happen, I'm going to show you a really extreme example. When we lift our legs up, naturally, this is what our body wants to do, and I'm going to lift both legs at the same time, which I never want you to do. You should also always go one at a time, but watch this, watch my lower back. Can you see that? Yeah, Alex?
Yeah.
So that's super overarched. I'm going to show you again. This is imprint. Pretty much when people go, oh, I'm just going to lift my legs up, they do this, okay? So their rib cage goes up and you're overarching your back. So you're going into anterior, and that automatically loads up your spine. And by loads up, I mean it puts pressure on it that we don't want it to have. Because either your back's working or your core's working. They can work together, but you want to really try and get your core muscles to work to protect your back and strengthen your back, okay? So when you're doing anything with your legs in the air, I want you to first of all imprint the spine. Then I want you to lift one leg up and really keep that lower back flat. Then I want you to lift the other leg up, and you can do this right now with me. So I'll start off with this one. And when I go to lift the second one, I literally put your fingers on your lower belly down into your brief line. You're going to feel that your muscles go boom. Okay, so lower it down, they kind of turn off, lift it up, and you really feel them kick in. So that is imprinted spine. And when you're doing anything like hundreds, single leg stretch, watch my lower back, you don't want it overarching. As soon as this happens, when you get tired or anything like that, your back's gonna hurt. So always take it back to basics. As I said, I do have a few full videos on it, which I think you're gonna find super useful, which teaches you the basics of how to activate your core, where your core is, which is actually, I would say, 80 to 90% of the population don't know where the core is, and that's absolutely fine, but that video teaches you all about that.
I think it's called core activation.
Is it
Or
called
how to
core
activate
activation?
your core, maybe. One
Just
of those.
search Lilly Sabri core activation. We would have put that in there,
We've
yeah.
done 2 videos on it.
Oh, you have already?
I think we have.
Oh, okay. There you go.
Okay. A lot of people are asking about pain in the hips whenever they're doing
Yeah, I've seen
movements
this coming
where
up.
their legs are
Hip
going away
flexor
from
stuff.
their body during abs.
You get this as well, don't you?
Yeah, I get
Yeah.
this.
I get it sometimes. Really, really normal. Just to give you a little bit more anatomy background. So sorry if you're bored of my... Some people want to know. I go into Geek Zone. I try not to bring it out too often because it's boring. But basically the hips, the hip flexor is really closely connected to your core. It's the same with your back. All of this region, it's like the child song. Like the hip bone's connected to the knee bone, or whatever, however it goes. That isn't even right. But you know what I mean? Your whole anatomy is connected. So in terms of your hips, you want to do something which is called turning them off while you're working your core. So you want your core to be working rather than your hips, which is quite difficult. A lot of the time they're going to work together, but most of the exercises that you do in this sitting position are going to involve your hips, okay? First things first, I want you to stretch out your hip flexors. So super important, all you need to do is get into a lunge position and stretch them out. So one leg forward, you can do this right now, lunge into it, okay? Keep the body nice and upright and sink the body weight forward, and you should feel this down the back leg, okay? Just breathe, core nice and tight, and gradually sink a little bit further. Stretching, super important. Then when we're doing the actual exercises to turn the hip joints off, honestly, the easiest way to do it is literally this. Just open them up. So that's gonna turn off your hip flexors, not completely, but quite a lot. Open them up. Then you're gonna roll back, okay? So when you're here, you're far more likely to feel those hip flexors because they're clinging on for dear life to try and protect, well not protect, help your core. Turn them off and your core has to work more. That's why these frog sit-ups are really good rather than these sit-ups, okay? They're really nice. Both are good, but that's a really nice alternative for you. I would say...
Your legs are moving away from your body.
To be honest, it's because your core is underactive and your hip flexors are kicking in instead. Now, I'm going to say something. Mine kick in a lot of the time, and it happens often for me later on in a workout when my core's got a little bit tired. So basically, your body will always take the easiest option. It will take the easiest route. It's like a car. You'll always try and find the easiest way to get to work or whatever. So your body will always take the easiest option. So you want to stretch 100%. You want to open the legs out when you're doing any kind of these positions, okay? And what I'd recommend for anything where you're normally, is it more the push away or the pump? I'm guessing the push away, right?
It's just when your
The
legs
push
are
away.
moving away, yeah.
Yeah, so it will
Like
kick in.
hip clicking, etc.
Yeah, clicking is different, so we'll come on to that in a second. But with the push-aways, what you'll probably find is if you go here instead, just do it right now, guys. So roll back to your biting point, pop your hands behind you, lift your legs up, and try single leg stretch. And you might find that your hip flexors are kicking in. Mine are a little bit. It's my core for sure, but my hip flexors are. Now instead, try taps. Okay, so try scissors, this is. You should feel like your hip flexors aren't kicking in as much. It's just grading it, basically gradually increasing the amount of load that you put on. So starting off, activate that core, stretch out the hip flexors, open the legs apart if that's an option for that modification, and then start off by shortening the lever. So basically making the leg shorter by tapping closer to the butt, then gradually increasing it. Really hope that makes sense. Did that make sense to you, Alex?
Yeah.
Sorry, sometimes I get a bit too technical. Hip clicking is different. Hello, gorgeous. So hip clicking, you don't have to be worried. I don't want to say this is a general blanket term, but as a general rule of thumb, what us physios would say is if you are clicking and the click isn't painful, you don't need to worry. There's many things that it could be. It could even be an air bubble releasing, highly unlikely in the hip, but I have super clicky hips. It could be basically that you have something running over the joint, the tendon, ligament, muscle, some of your soft tissue running over the joints. You don't need to worry. If it's painful, I would definitely recommend obviously going to your GP, your general practitioner, your physiotherapist, get it checked out. But if you're getting a click, 100% start off with some stretching, warm up the body. So I often don't do the warm-ups here, I do my own warm-up before. So please make sure you're taking warm-ups from my guide or from my channel. Same with cool downs, and make sure that you're basically warming up all the area around it. So not just the hips, you're working into the knees, into the back, super, super important. So a full body warm up, and don't worry too much about the clicks, that's absolutely fine. Answer that one, unless it's painful. Next up. Best advice, thank you. Oh, that was Amy.
Michelle Gritzer is asking, I need a new protein shake. Where's the question? How many grams of protein do you use in your shake?
Oh, you should watch the video you did last week with Alan Kenny, which was on Monday last week, the Q&A on nutrition. It was a phenomenal Q&A, and he advises how much protein you should be having for your body type per day. In terms of mine, the ones that I take, Optimum Nutrition, is 20 grams. I alternate between two. I have their whey, because whey really doesn't affect my body, but I was speaking to my sister earlier and she can't have whey, so she's now taken their plant-based one. I alternate just because I like alternating, and I always have vanilla because I add the vanilla into like frozen berries, oat milk, all of that, acai. So yeah, that's the one that I use, Optimum Nutrition. I alternate between plant and whey. Yeah, they're gold standard whey. Okay, lower back pain. Let me know if you see any as well, Alex. This is from Jitika. Lower back pain during bridges. How do I avoid lower back pain? I'm gonna do back from the finisher, Macy. I'm gonna do another example for this one. So again, super, super common to get lower back pain when you're doing bridges. It's very similar in terms of the anatomy, and it's very easily resolved. The issue is once you get it when you're doing a bridge, it can linger quite a lot, which I'm sure you already know. And honestly, if you're getting back pain during a bridge, literally stop, come out of it, because I do not want you getting long-lasting back pain. Right, the back is slightly different to the front of your body. Obviously, your muscles are working in conjunction and together, but your butt this time is very closely linked to your lower back and is very closely linked to your hamstring. Alex, do you want to come in again so I can show again? Do you mind? Come on, come on! I can't demonstrate on Teddy, can I? Okay, in you come. Oh, my legs are so sore from yesterday.
What am I doing?
Lying on your belly. Lying on your belly. Oh yeah, Teddy, come on. Come on. Oh, baby. Come on.
Teddy.
Good boy. Oh. Okay, so he's trying to get comfy. All right, so basically your butt, and if you're with someone now, you can actually test each other. Your butt is connected to your lower back, your erector spinae, these muscles that run either side of the spine, and also your hamstring, okay? So when I'm saying like activate posterior chain, work the muscles down the back of your legs, I'm talking about your hamstrings, these muscles here, but I'm also talking about your butt muscles. Checking if Ted's isn't blocking the view, no. So in terms of which one should activate first, I showed this test I think a couple of weeks ago, but what you get the person to do is close their eyes, and I would recommend this person closes their eyes as well. You press your baby finger just off to the side of the spine, the erector spinae. Bub, you're really tight, really, really tight. And then one on the butt, okay? Thumb on the butt, and then baby finger onto the hamstring, okay? And then what I'm gonna get you to do, Alex, close your eyes, is just lift your left leg, okay? And lower down. And what you're feeling for is which muscle kicks in first, hamstring, butt, or back, basically, erector spinae. And again, and lower, once more. Okay, so Alex's this time, I can't remember if it was the same as last time. Teddy, please, come on, baby. Is the hamstring, this one, then the back, then the butt, okay? So what we want is for your butt muscle to be kicking in first. So you want to squeeze the butt muscle, now lift the leg. Did it feel different? Yeah. Feels harder, right? Yeah, and you can't get as high. No. Yeah. So when you practice this at home, you'll realize that when you squeeze your butt, first of all, you can't lift. Mind Teddy, squeeze butt, then lift. Anywhere near as high as if you just lift it. Yeah. So it's a big difference. Thanks, Bob. We need to work on your back, by the way. It's just a little bit tight. So yeah, basically that links into bridges. So when you're doing a bridge, naturally your back, your butt, or your hamstring will kick in. Now we can play around with that depending on the position that our feet are in. Okay, so it's all about our feet. So we're gonna start off by lowering down. And let's start off with hamstring, which may hurt the back a little bit. So if you're prone to back problems, please don't do this. Move the feet away from the butt, dig the heels in, imprint the spine, which is what I showed you girls before. So imprint, peel your way up, squeeze the butt, and you should be feeling your hamstrings kick in, okay? So that's hamstrings. To work into the butt more, I want you to bring the feet closer towards the butt, okay? Imprint the spine, bring the rib cage down. So I'm going to show you that again. Imprint the spine, watch my rib cage now. Can you see it's going to go down? Did you see that, Alex?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah? And then lift up, but keep the tailbone tucked. Okay, so you don't even have to go high. Squeeze the butt. I'm going to show you now what I mean by tailbone tucked. Watch my pelvis. This is untucked. Rib cage is up. And I'm overarched through my back. I'm now going to tuck it. So I'm going to place my hands on my hips. I'm going to tuck. So we go from here, I'm really exaggerating, to here. So it's not just a lift, it's a tilt. A tilt and lift. I feel like Jane Fonda, but it's a tilt and lift. That's how you're going to protect your spine. Now, I'm going to go higher, and what might happen is you lose your form, okay? So my rib cage comes up, and I see this a lot on Instagram. I overarch my back, and I'm already feeling back pain here, in my lower back here. What I want you to do, if you're getting that, if you're getting back pain, is come halfway down, tuck under, pull the core in tight, squeeze the butt. It's almost like you're trying to look like a gremlin. It's not very attractive, okay? But hold there, squeeze the butt at 100%. And if you're feeling it kick in, if you're feeling that you're doing this, just come all the way down, readjust, come up again, tilt the pelvis, squeeze the butt, core tight. Every time you feel this happening, just drop down. That was a very thorough explanation, and I hope it helped. And if you want to work the front of your thighs at the same time and your calves, come closer and come up onto the toes. There we go. All right.
Okay. We
Uh-huh.
have time for this last question.
Okay.
It's from Katie Dixon. Is it normal to feel a burn more on one side than the other? I find in squats my right thigh burns sooner and more intense than my left side.
It's not uncommon. Honestly, the difference between the right and left side of my body right now is an absolute joke, and it's because of the injury. We all have one side, no, that's a lie, we don't all have, because you do get ambidextrous people, but you tend to have one side that's more skilled and one side that's more stable, okay? And they're normally not always the same side. So if I often say to people, right now, sorry, I really need lip balm. Right now, would you mind chucking my Elizabeth Arden? Should be there. Is it not? Right into the group, just being real, right into the group if you are right or left-handed. So just quickly write in. So I'm going to wait for them to come through. Now, write in, and right, so you just write right or left. Now write in which side, right or left, you think is your stronger side. And if you think it's your right strong. If you think it's your left strong. Okay? We're gonna wait for some of them to come through. Dun, 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 dun. Now, I can pretty much guarantee what I think would have happened is, like me, if you're right-handed, I'm gonna pretend this is my right hand for mirror image. If you're right-handed, you think your right side is the stable, strong side. Am I right? I'm hoping that's what's gonna come through. If you're left-handed, you think your left side is the left, stable, strong side. That's not always the case. And I'm actually more so referring to legs right now. So, if you are right-footed, your right side, yes, and I know you won't see all of me here, your right side, yes, is gonna be strong. But what normally happens is, your other side is your stabilizing side. So that's the one that you hold on while the right side kicks the ball. Let's use a footballer as an example. So just gonna repeat that. If you're right-footed, you kick with the right leg. Your left side stabilizes you while the skill happens on this side, okay? So stable, skill. Make sense? So in terms of training your body, the different sides of your body will be good at different things. And you'll notice that you always tend to, if I was to say to you right now, do a lunge, just do a lunge for me. Okay? You've done your lunge. Did you start off, do a lunge, Alex? That's a squat, do a lunge. I was like, huh? Yeah. So Alex has started off on the side that I knew he was going to start off. You tend to always start on your stronger side. I will always, and you'll notice this in my videos now, I'll always put my left side forward, and that's because my right knee is quite badly injured, so I'll always start off with my strong side. That is the worst mistake you could do. You want to always try and start off with your weaker side because that allows you to strengthen it. I'm not a huge believer in doing more reps on that side, but please try and start off with it and sometimes slow the movement down on the weaker side. But in terms of if you're doing like alternating lunges, that's really good. Unilateral movements, so movements where you're doing it on each side. Of course you can do bilateral movements like a squat where you're doing both together. But if you're finding a big difference between the right and left, try and do those movements that are on each side and always start off with the weaker side. Is it normal? It's not unknown, it's not abnormal. I really wouldn't worry about it. But my biggest tip would be try to slow the movements down, particularly on the weaker side, and try to start off with that side as well. Does that make sense, Alex? He always looks at me like, oh, what is she saying? Yeah? Right, left. Right is stronger, right is stronger, left-handed, left is stronger. Okay, yeah. I'm hoping I proved a point there because it seems like it's all come through like that. Okay, cool. I think that's all we have time for. Guys, that is it for the week. I always feel really weird leaving you at the end of the week. It's like, well, the end of our live week. We are going to continue the lives for another week. We're really hoping we can reach more people. Honestly, the community is growing like crazy right now. If we carry on growing as we are, we're going to be at 500,000 within a week, which is like, isn't that crazy? We actually can't believe it. So thank you so much for joining. Please continue to spread the word. We honestly, we know that it's word of mouth that's the best way to spread the word. A dream would be to get Monday to above 1,500. Can you imagine? Like we did last week. And yeah, I will see you on Monday, guys. Please keep tagging me in your Instagram stories, and also keep using the hashtag Lean with Lilly, because I search that hashtag and then I know who's tagged me and I can repost you and that type of thing. And I think that's everything, right? Oh, the outfit on Mondays. You've been asking about the Gymshark outfit, the one that's in my latest Instagram video, the bright red and the bright blue. It's the new Gymshark outfits. They're not released yet, but they are coming soon. So I'm gonna let you know in a video on here as soon as I have the launch date, as soon as I have the release date. So many of you have been asking because you can't find it on the website. I'll also put my link to shop Gymshark if you want to. This is another Gymshark outfit, which is super flattering. I think that's everything, right? Yeah. Okay, guys. I love you loads, and I'll see you on Monday. But I'll actually see you tomorrow for another workout, which is cardio and abs. Oh yeah. Love you guys. Bye.